The small town of Willowcreek had always seemed serene under the silver glow of the moon. But ever since the power outage last week, an eerie silence had settled over its streets. Laura, a skeptic by nature, often dismissed local folklore, particularly the legend of the nightwhispers. It was said that once the town's power was cut off, vampires would rise from the underground crypts and hunt until dawn. Tonight, wrapped in a shawl, she decided to walk to the old library, convinced it was the perfect opportunity to debunk such superstitions. Her friend Mark accompanied her, if only to ensure her safety. He had always believed in the uncanny stories Willowcreek nurtured, though he never said it out loud. Halfway to the library, they noticed the chilling awareness of someone or something watching them. The air grew colder suddenly, and they stopped in their tracks, listening intently. Mark whispered, "Keep your guard up. We can turn back now if you want." Laura shook her head defiantly. "We'll be fine. It's just a walk in the dark." They continued, but soon realized the silence wasn't just unsettling. It was absolute, devoid of the usual cricket chirps or even the rustle of leaves. Laura turned to say something reassuring, but stopped as she saw Mark's face, pale and horrified. He pointed wordlessly behind her. She felt icy fingers brushing against her neck before she could react. Spinning around, she faced a pair of piercing red eyes staring back at her from the shadows. The creature stepped into the dim light, revealing its gaunt, yet elegant appearance. A vampire. The tales hadn't been exaggerations. Mark tried to pull Laura away, but it was too late. More figures emerged from the darkness. Laura's heart pounded as she realized they were surrounded. When the first vampire lunged, Mark shoved Laura aside, only for the creature to turn its attention to him. A scream filled the void as Mark was dragged into the shadows, disappearing without a trace. Laura could barely breathe, panic erupting in her chest. She ran, faster than she had ever run before. The library, a beacon of safety, loomed in the distance. She reached it, slamming the door shut and barricading it with everything she found. But as the night wore on, the whispers began. Faint voices promising salvation, coaxing her to open the door. She resisted, knowing what awaited her outside. The whispers grew louder, more urgent, and then silence. The first light of dawn seeped through the windows, and the whispers subsided. Laura opened the door slowly. The bodies of vampires now turned to ash. She was safe, but forever haunted by the memory of Mark's scream and the night whispers that almost claimed her. Willowcreek regained its power, its serenity falsely restored, but Laura knew the truth. The darkness had merely retreated, waiting for the next outage, the next opportunity to hunt. And the whispers? They promised they would return.